G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a quad prime crossbow with 50% more VATS critical damage, just a 2-star, but someone in the comments suggested that I take another look at the quad crossbow if I've still got one, because they're a little bit cooked right now, and I think what it means is what I discovered with the broadsider a while back is that sometimes when you fire the thing, it doesn't consume the ammo from the magazine, so we could theoretically fire this at least 5 times if we got that bug going, but maybe even more. We'll have to see how we go with that. We've got a prime frame at the moment, which is kind of what you can do with the extent... Wait, you've got modifications on this, don't you? I swear we got modifications with... we can put a scope on it. Let's chuck on iron sights, because they give you the best accuracy. They don't have a chance at range. Why do iron sights stronger? I don't know. I thought there was more going on here. I think it was just the explosive things. Okay. Well, I put some iron sights on it. Isn't that nice? We're doing 88 damage with this, which is not 66, so we can't make a prequel reference. But you chuck on the archer perks to make this thing stronger, and I haven't scrapped these, unfortunately, but if I would... if I did, I'd have a little bit more in here, but we've chucked on Bloody Mess as well. This thing works with Covert Operative as well as Mr. Sandman. As far as the game is concerned, it is a suppressed weapon. We've got Tenderizer there. We've got ranged, the sneak attacks follow through at rank 4. All of these to shuffle around perks to make me stronger. Basically putting them all on luck. With my unyielding stuff, I can get a crit every other shot. And that's there to make stuff explode if I'm lucky. And now we're doing 140 damage, which is, yeah, it's alright, I suppose. Okay, welcome to Floop's Floogie Studio, and if anyone can get that reference, they must have watched the Spy Kids movies. I don't know, I have to come up with these things every day, so I'm running a bit low. Ooh, we get a massive zoom in now. The sights aren't great, but... We'll get going anyway. We whiffed the first shot somehow, but we waited enough time between shots to get follow-through and Tenderizer activated. I think I've also got quick hands on this, and... Ooh, I reload one at a time. Interesting. We are utilizing the full sneak critical benefits, so 3.75 times additive bonus, I think. It might be more. And let's get a bash kill here. That might be the first one ever. Anyways, yeah, I'm not too happy about this thing's damage when I'm using it like this. It's, tell you what, we're not having a good time here. He's gonna blow up this car in a second. That's some clever super mutating, but I want you to die. There we go, he's finally dead. Okay, they were just extremely slow reacting crossbow ammunition. It's a very inefficient way to run your things, but... we actually shot 2 there. Yep. Okay, we can basically fire this like an AN-94. Nice. Double DPS. It's like a 2-shot if we time it right. It must be like a tick rate thing, maybe. Yeah, that's a double crit for no... Wow, really? That's what you can do with this thing. And we are in Nerd Rage because I wanted the extra agility and the extra carry weight. And speaking of agility and all of that, this is what it looks like. So yeah, tons of special stats there. Damage is 60% additive bonus from that, and we get 231 damage. So basically, spam the trigger. Just use VATS because aiming is for people who want to, get good and play the game. Just let the game aim for you and press mouse button 1, and you basically win with this thing. Now, unfortunately, this thing at 1 ammo capacity hasn't procced the quick hands perk yet. Kill a super mutant. I think we've done many of that. And for some reason... Oh, it's probably because we were critting them before. That's how we got the one shot. And we even got some bottle caps. Don't really want that for winter. But yeah. This thing's struggling quite a bit. It's slow. It's really, really slow. We can't exactly one-shot stuff with it, which means it is not going to be good when we get into open combat. The only reason we're not being ass blasted by these super mutants right now is because we're remaining sneaky. So good for me having all of this unyielding armor to push up my agility, right? Yes. And this is kind of like a casualty of the damage nerf. Sometimes it's just going to be like this. Any weapon that was good is still going to remain good enough, but any weapon that was bad is just going to suffer greatly. So what I'll do is I'll prioritize using VATS criticals now, just so I can blast through these super mutants as fast as possible. We'll hack through a forklift truck there and didn't get the kill there, unfortunately, and didn't even get the kill on the second time. That's a bad drop. Plenty of bad drops to be had in this game, I'll tell you that much. Look, you can't be expecting god rolls all the time. They're called god rolls for a reason. So, you know. As soon as you are expecting legendary drops to be great all the time, then you're fucking having a cry on Reddit about missing a potential legendary from Uranium Fever. No one wants to hear that. No one actually cares. Now, I'm wondering if I manage to shoot 2 out of this thing, whether it'll actually consume 2 ammo or not. But, yeah, this is... I think it's been a bug for a while that you can sometimes get the double shots off on your enemy, and I'm not sure quite how I've done it. What I should probably do between combat is actually reload more than 1 bullet into this, and not being able to one-shot a doggo unless we hit him in the head. Yeah, this thing is not great. I wouldn't have grabbed it otherwise. I don't think I would have expected this thing to be great, but sure, I'm killing them in 2 shots, but the TTK is very slow. There's a double shot right there. We actually managed to kill that one only because of the double shot, so there you go. Basically, this weapon is performing better than what it should be, and I saw that dog teleport. You can't pull the wool over my eyes on that one, but yeah, this is not a very particularly effective weapon. Now, it's not going to matter against these guys because they're dumb super mutants. They're not going to ever find me, but if I'm being swarmed by things that can see me, daily ops for that, well, you're out of luck, pal. They're going to gun you down, and they're going to do it very quickly. You're not going to out DPS a Mr. Gutsy with this, and if you can't out DPS a Mr. Gutsy, then put the weapon down. It is worthless to you. Unless you've got some sort of vampire's weapon which keeps you alive, but then again, you'll need a high rate of fire weapon, which generally, if you've got them spec'd into, they are superior DPS to. Just ignore that whiff there. See, that doggo was right next to me. They're supposed to be super perceptive, and he didn't even detect me through that. So we're being carried by the stealth abilities right now, but let me reload this. So right now I'm kind of thinking about how pointless this weapon is, and I'll explain myself as best I can here, because I think it is a point worthy of getting across. You've got a weapon, right? And it has a super low ammo capacity under normal circumstances. It reloads very slowly. You don't fire hit scan projectiles, and its ammunition is actually less cost effective to make than bullets. So you're in a position where a weapon... Oh, there's quick hands. It did it right there. Huh. Why wasn't it doing it before? I don't know. Maybe it's because I emptied the magazine and didn't fill it up before I tried it again. But yes, you've got a weapon that is like this. Take a combat rifle, for example. Just a non-legendary combat rifle. You can pick them up from Scorched. You can scrap the ones you pick up from Scorched pretty quickly to collect all of the mods for it. What does that weapon do better than this can? Well, it's got a better ammo capacity. It can equip a scope, which means it can be more suited to VATS if you want to use that, or better long-range combat, hit scan projectile. Did I mention that? It can be made automatic, which already gives it a massive edge over DPS. So basically, this legendary weapon, a 1 in 300,000 drop, is worse than a basic combat rifle. And what kind of niche does this thing fill that a combat rifle can't do better? Then an assault rifle can't do better. I don't know. It's just a terrible weapon. And I know that is juxtaposed against me basically killing these ghouls super easily, but this is slow. This is going to be a very long video because I'm forced to cater to this thing's awful reload speed. It's terrible accuracy in general because of its sights if I'm not using VATS, so we'll specifically keep on using VATS. Oh look, there's quick hands again. So what's the difference? I don't know. This thing performs a bit weird with quick hands. I don't think it's supposed to work with crossbows or anything that is normally got the one-shot ammo capacity. Very well. There we go. We managed to hit that one through a tree. But yeah, it's just a very underwhelming weapon, which can be expected for a weapon like this because, you know, gunpowder bullet in a rifle is going to be a whole lot more of an effective weapon in real life than a crossbow. But then it begs the question, why are these things even in the game, right? Roleplay? Maybe. I guess it's roleplay because they ain't fun anymore, that's for sure. I'm gonna put a multi on this video, and don't gamble, kid, that's not good. But anyways, I'm gonna put a multi on this video. I'll have a comment, one comment complaining about my health and how bloodied builds are bad. And another comment complaining about me just complaining in general or being negative, because you can't possibly feel negative about Fallout 76. I'm going to go to the echo chamber where everything's sunshine and rainbows and we can't think critically about the game. I've had a couple of those comments lately. Yeah, that's what I didn't miss about posting Fallout 4 videos, because fuck me, that gets old. Anyways, regardless, we'll keep crushing these crackheads with a bow stick launcher thing. I think we're done. And we're going to load this thing fully. Load it fully. Forgot that you could interrupt your reloads by sprinting. We'll try to carry that small adrenaline bonus that we do have into Swan, and we're going to target his face, and we're going to fire all of these as fast as possible. This might be a potential use of it. We might have a slightly faster time to kill on a 4-round burst of this, I suppose. Maybe. Critical activated. Well, that was definitely more than 4 shots there. Well, that was a decent time to kill. Just bad in crowd control situations. Maybe good against the one target, but not if it's too tough. Don't take this into Scorched Earth. But I don't think it's fair to me to sit around criticizing Bethesda when I don't offer any alternatives for it. And it, you know, thinking about it this way, looking at it through this lens, you can kind of see what kind of shitstorm they're in right now. And these goddamn crackheads always aggroing the crabs. Can I snipe them from back here? No. Maybe if I was using an explosive bolt, I would have done slightly better there. But I'm going to obviously go for Prime, because explosives are just kind of terrible versus... oh, nice. That was a good burst. They're just kind of terrible against everything. I prefer the Prime bullets because it's much more consistent. Oh, he cloaked. Look at that. Cool. Cool chameleon DNA you've got in your... Oh. Okay, we're consistently making this thing work with quick hands now. There's an edge. But you can pick up your bolts. I haven't been bothering to do that, but it's something that is worth noting. So you could look at it that way and say it's slightly more ammo efficient than a rifle. Maybe. Whoops, didn't mean to hit that guy with a plasma grenade, but mistakes were made. We'll keep on hitting this guy. My goodness, how long was that burst? Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I take it all back, because that was extremely powerful, and I also wanted to die there so I could heal for the next section. Don't worry, I'll have my revenge against you. Oh, there it goes. Maybe if I'm in third person, it's able to fire faster and it's even more bugged. Anyway, Bethesda should probably take a look at that. Anyway, so as I was saying, what could you do to the crossbow to make it feel like it's got a niche in this game? And, well, here's the thing. By its design, it's just terrible. That was like a... How many round burst was that? Oh my god, this thing is busted. Okay, well, with that in mind, all of what I just said was now invalidated, because this thing, as it turns out, is just cooked as hell. And if you could harness that versus the Scorched Beast Queen, well, 217 damage, it ain't nothing. And if... Fucking hell, that is messed up. I can't believe that's in the game. But yes, thank you to the person. Sorry, I don't remember your username, but thank you to the person who did suggest this, because it has been an eye-opening experience. It has also given me a chance to complain about Fallout 76 again, which will possibly root out a few of my weaker subscribers. Don't be the weak ones, dudes. Don't be one of those guys. We've got 3 bullets in this thing again, somehow. Yeah, it just keeps resetting. Look at the ammo counter as I'm firing. It's 3 again. Okay, yeah, this thing is basically busted beyond measure at this point. Quick hands happened there. That's more legit. But I think... Do these things work with concentrated fire? I noted in the past that they didn't. I'm going to have to find something to shoot at now. You're too close, so you back off a little bit, mate. Come on. Find something hard to hit. Hard to tell. But what is easy to tell is this is a surprisingly effective weapon. And that's only because it's broken, though. Still, I think a non-legendary combat rifle in most scenarios would have been better. Especially inside against the super mutants. Just a stealth commando approach probably would have been quicker. And the ghouls especially. But fucking Jesus. Yeah, I didn't expect this thing to be as busted as it is. So maybe you know, if you can take that into consideration and you consider that a valid state for the crossbow to be in, then this thing is actually a very, very powerful weapon. But if you don't think that's right and this thing should be judged by its merits when it's not bugged, well, you can probably look the other way because it ain't that great. But, well, either way, it's been an interesting weapon, so make up your minds in the comments and come to your own conclusions. Thank you very much for watching, guys.